Hi there, this is Darci Frankel coming to you from the Hanalei Day Spa in the Ayurveda Center of Hawaii here on Kauai. I've really figured out and dialed in what works for me. So today I'm going to share with you what's in my emergency kit. I highly recommend that you develop your own emergency kit with things that are tailored to your needs. So I want you to start thinking about what should you put in your emergency kit. So for instance, this reporter friend of mine goes into flood zones, into disaster areas all the time. I really wanted to make sure that she had a handful of things in her emergency kit. And then I realized I want to share with you what's in my emergency kit. Believe it or not, I have about 33 things here on my desk to share with you. We'll see if we can get to all of them. And so one of the first things I'll share with you today is something that a friend of mine told me about. Now, her father is an environmental scientist, and he said, every time you clean your home, you should wear a mask, an N95 mask. Why? Because there are so many incredible, intense toxins in the dust that it kicks up. So I carry this mask with me. Look. You can tighten it, breathe through here. I'll share the link with you to get this. I use this when I clean, when they are spraying pesticides on an airplane. I use this when I walk into a place that has mold, or if somebody is sick. I have no problem wearing this mask to protect myself. Today I was talking to my reporter friend, and she goes into all of these areas. She goes into areas that there are fires. There's a lot of burning toxins during fires. So I hope our dear friends in California, I hope that you invest in one of these. Everybody should have one in their bag. The next thing I'll share with you is really good to have in case somebody faints. Smelling salts. I keep this pack with me. I also have some at my business. I've never had to use it, but just in case. Break it, wave it below somebody's chin. It's very strong ammonia, so it'll wake somebody up really fast. Smelling salts. I always keep some sort of chapstick or salve with me for when there's a sudden drop in temperature. The mucous membranes are very sensitive. They could dry out quickly. So in a pinch, you could even use chapstick, not only on your mouth, but on the outside of the nostril and on the inside of the nostrils to prevent that extreme dryness and even nosebleeds that can happen with a sudden extreme drop in temperature. Chapstick is great for things like that. Make sure to watch my other video, 10 tips to get over a cold real fast. One time my stepdaughter Chelsea got a centipede bite, and I quickly grabbed some baking soda, made a paste with water, put it on there, and within 2 minutes she was pain-free. Other uses of baking soda are if somebody gets acute heartburn, put a little bit on your tongue. You could chase it with water, put a little bit in water. I keep a vial of that with me at all times just in case. Baking soda has many other applications, but those are two that are really, really helpful. I keep salve. This particular salve was made by some friends here on Kauai. It's amazing. It works on bites and stings. A lot of people come to Kauai and they get bit by so many mosquitoes. Well, you put this on and within moments the sting goes away. It's great to have, and it also works on stronger bites and stings as well. Also for bites and stings, I keep homeopathic Apis mellifica. They come in these small little vials. They're really easy to use. Twist it, get some in the lid, and put it underneath your tongue and then suck on it. You do not want to handle these, however, because it will reduce their potency. You also do not want to take any other volatile oils such as peppermint or brush your teeth 15 minutes before or after when using these. I also keep arnica and some other herbal remedies in my kit. I'll show you what they are now. By the way, this is not medical advice. I am not a doctor. Please seek the care and advice of your medical doctor. Coconut charcoal. That is charcoal made from coconut husks. So charcoal absorbs toxins. Also, if you have gas pain, taking a couple capsules is really great. In fact, there are many times that if you call poison control, they will tell you to take charcoal. I always have this on hand. If you have an evening of food debauchery, you can take a couple charcoal and it'll absorb the extra sugar and toxins if you've eaten food that is not organic. This is a great go-to. It's safe for children. You could break the capsules open and you could stir it into water. I can't tell you how many times charcoal has saved my life. I keep this in a little baggie in my emergency kit in my purse. Also, you do not want to take this with any other medication or any supplements, as it will absorb them. If I'm traveling and I feel a cold coming on, I keep a couple of vials of Yin Chao. It comes in these really cute vials. Remember, I had my baking soda in one of the spent vials. So Yin Chao is really great traditional Chinese medicine formula to help ward off a cold or a flu. If you are gluten intolerant, you want to invest in some of these and keep them in your bag. It used to be when I had a gluten exposure, I would feel crappy for 3 to 5 days after. It would suppress my immunity. It was just not fun. I'll take 1 to 2 gluten defense and then I feel better immediately. The next thing is, if I go into a house that has a lot of mold or animals and I get allergies, and nettles and quercetin from the company Eclectic really, really works for me. So I keep this in my emergency kit. I also keep tweezers and a lance, a sterilized lancet, if I need to pull out splinters. I keep 2 kinds of BandAids, normal BandAids and butterfly BandAids. Those are great. Rescue Remedy. Rescue Remedy is for shock or emotional upset. Something surprising like a car accident or hearing bad or sad or scary news, being exposed to something scary. There are a lot of ways to use Rescue Remedy. The best one is for some type of emergency emotional shock. If a friend has been in a car accident or somebody just had very upsetting news, doing a few drops of Rescue Remedy under the tongue every 5 minutes, 3 or 4 times within a half an hour, really helps reset the emotions. You take these and it changes your emotional state immediately. I love Rescue Remedy. I always keep it with me. When I travel on a plane, I make sure to beef up my emergency kit. One of the things that are really important to me when I travel is the essential oil called thieves. It was created over 100 years ago by actual thieves who would put it on themselves and then go looting people with smallpox and different diseases. And they wouldn't get the disease. And it kills germs and pathogens. There's beautiful essential oils in here, clove and cinnamon. It's a great formula. Put a couple drops on your hand and do a deep few inhalations. I do that when I'm on a plane or if I've just been exposed to somebody with a cold or a flu. I also have it as a mister and I will just spray it, take some deep breaths. So I have these tiny misters and I have this bottle. I also keep the same size of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is like an antibacterial, antiviral. In a pinch, you can use it even as deodorant as it kills bacteria. Sometimes I'll spray it on salad or spray down the surface of the tray table on the airplane. Really, really great to have these things so that you're not exposing yourself to different pathogens. I have a couple more things I'll share with you. Vitamin D is known to enhance the immune system and it helps to ward off colds and flus. Even helps to reduce our risk of certain cancers. I love vitamin D, and if I'm away from a health food store, I like to be able to have some doses in case I'm exposed to something, and I just want to feel my best at all times. I keep little salt samples in case somebody gets low in electrolytes. It's a really good fix to put salt under your tongue or drink it in water with a little squirt of lemon or lime. A couple of earplugs every now and again, especially when traveling, we're exposed to loud noises. Loud noises and lots of loud noises disturb the nervous system. Here is actually how you use earplugs. You squeeze them down and then you insert them, leaving a tab outside the ear so you can retrieve it. I keep them in a special little case so they don't get all dirty, but I frequently sleep with these as well as an eye shade, but that's a whole nother story. I keep another vial of some herbs. I have black peppercorns and cloves. These help to immediately ward off any pathogens in the mouth. I have a couple of Advil, just in case I need those. And in case I get locked in, I have a lock-picking set and a file. The last thing I'll share with you, if you happen to be one of the 24% of the people in the United States who've been exposed to cold sores or the herpes virus, you'll want to know about this. This is called BHT. It is a synthetic supplement. You don't want to take too much of this because it can actually harm the liver. But taking 1 or 2 capsules 2 times a day and also having local applications can completely ward off a breakout. So now you're equipped to deal with almost any emergency. What will you include now in your emergency kit? Leave a comment below. Looking forward to seeing you next time. As we say in my country, aloha.